is a rainy start to the stream tonight. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. A good Sunday Eve to you, or Monday day, depending on where you are, what time it is. Speaking of what time it is, I mentioned this in my stream announcement, but yeah, we had a time change here. We fell back from daylight savings time to standard time. So the start time of this stream might be a little bit different for you than normal, although I kind of tend to move it around anyway. So we fell back an hour, but I'm starting an hour earlier than I sometimes do, so maybe it cancels out for you. I don't know. But at any rate, yeah, it's a little rainy in here. It's a little wet, thanks to Eyelash Hippo. Eyelashes. Throwing the shade. Gotta have something happen on stream when you're 20 minutes late. I will have you know that I'm only maybe 10 minutes late. Because I start the stream at the appointed time. Okay, I don't, but in theory, I would start the stream at the appointed time, but I always give like about 10 minutes for people to congregate. Because I don't know, it seems like it takes people about that long for the push notifications to propagate out and for people to start arriving. So I'm going to say I'm only 10 minutes late. I'm going to give myself that. Or, like our Attractive says, thank you, Drake. Thank you very much. I appreciate that for posterity. Thank you for saving it for posterity. Johanna says, oh, so that's why we had some early for me streams for a couple of weeks since you did not change the time yet, but we did. That would make sense, yes. Daylight savings is a whole weird thing. Different parts of the world observe it, different parts don't. Some places do it earlier, some places do it later. Honestly, it's kind of a mess. You know, it's not a mess. Desert Citizen coming in with the 25-month subversary. Happy 25 months, 2 years and 1 month in the sub club. Although I reckon Desert Citizen has been around here for significantly longer than that, I want to say. But happy 25 months in the sub club, and happy November, Desert Citizen. Indeed, it is November. It is technically not spooky season anymore, you know. But it just so happens that tonight we're playing a game that is a little spooky in some cases. And I do have a pumpkin beer for tonight as well. It's the last one of the season. I figured I'd finish it off. So, you know, it's kind of an extended spooky season stream, even though last stream I said was the end of spooky season streams. But you know. Limit 77 out there, ready to fight. I'm 1.234 minutes late. You know, it's not too bad actually, as the streams go. The scamp here, backing up my story, and thank you. Drake making sure the scamp, no scamp goes unslain. And now he's dead. And now, oh no, Drake. If only you had a scamp massacre to counteract this pile of scamps that just attacked. If only. Man, wouldn't that be nice? If someone spent channel points to request that. Friends, I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a very happy Halloween. Around these parts, we had a great Halloween. We hung out here. We watched Nightmare Before Christmas. We made some cookies. My parents came by to help hand out some candy to kids. My dad had never seen Nightmare Before Christmas, and he was like transfixed. He basically just watched it the whole time. Oh, pardon me, that is my blood sugar telling me it is low. Although I did just have some candy before I started the stream because I anticipated it going well. So hopefully that does its job. But if not, I brought some very Canadian candy chocolate bar to bump up my blood sugar if need be. But I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween. Yeah, we had a lot of kids come by, similar to last year. I know a lot of people are like, Halloween is dying, the kids aren't trick-or-treating anymore. But we got well over 100. I stopped counting around 80 or 90, but we got probably like 130 or so, if I had to guess. So, that was cool. It's a busy neighborhood. What kind of cookies? Applesauce cinnamon cookies. They're pretty tasty and very easy. They come out kind of cakey, almost like they're kind of a spongy cookie, but they're good. They're very yummy. Hey, howdy, hi. Just so y'all know, we are streaming as usual on both Twitch and YouTube, and I see you in the YouTube chat. I see you, fine folks. I see you in the Twitch chat. I also see in the distant future, I can just make them out, the VOD viewers, those watching this stream in the future. Shout out to the VOD viewers as always. And as always, if you are watching this after the fact and you want to skip straight to the gameplay, try jumping ahead like an hour or so ish, in maybe an hour and a half, and I might be playing the game by that time. But for the time being, I will be hanging out here yapping, trying to catch up on the chat, which always takes me a while, but I like to read and reply to every chat message as best I can, and then I just have to get caught up. Dawn's Eternal Light, welcome back on in for month number 28 in the sub club. Thank you for your continued kindness and support of this community. I appreciate it very much. I do hope you continue to enjoy all your subscription benefits, the ad-free viewing, the potato-based emotes, all that jazz. Dawn's Eternal Light says, good evening, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you also for subscribing with Prime. Same goes for Desert Citizen as well. If you have Amazon Prime, perhaps you do, you get a free subscription on Twitch every single month. So don't miss out on it. It's a free perk. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. But you get the full benefit of a tier 1 sub on Twitch, and your favorite streamer, where you use that Twitch Prime sub, also gets the full benefit of a tier 1 sub. So, fun way to financially support your favorite streamers and get those subscription benefits. So thank you. Thank you, Dawn's Eternal Light. And thank you, Desert Citizen, for using that sub to support here. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Alright, who we got here tonight? You know the rules. We gotta figure out who the top 1, 2, 3 people are arriving in the chat. And as far as I can see, on Twitch, number 1 tonight is Bruce. Bruce back in his familiar, comfortable spot, certified first tonight, I believe, as far as I can see. Now, if anybody has any information to the contrary, please do let me know, because my chat history only goes back to about 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Certified second goes to Sargon the Grape. Sargon, great to have you here. Sargon also says, I'm happy to report it is another quiet Sunday at the parking garage. Very good. Hopefully that means you can chill with us tonight. Certified third tonight going to the one and only Draconis, ASM artist. Drake in the house. Y'all know Drake. If you're here and you don't know Drake, I love Drake. Draconis has basically been around since the beginning of time in this community and is pretty much one of the greatest dudes, so no further introduction required. Actually, that's not true. I'll give him a shout out. And we actually rated Drake after Thursday's stream. Draconis is an artist. And it was a great time. It was a super chill time. Drake was playing some Minecraft. So if you like good vibes, you like awesome people, you like having fun, go hang out with Drake. Hit that follow. If you don't like having fun, definitely do not follow Drake. There's too much fun there. You will not enjoy it if you dislike fun. Congratulations to our top 3 on Twitch. Drake also keeping an eye on the chat here as one of our moderators, making sure that you all get to enjoy the comfy, cozy, safe space that you know and love from our chat here. Same goes for Eyelash. Eyelash Hippo in the chat, also keeping an eye on you, so you best behave. You do not want Eyelash to open a can of whoop ass on you. I know Eyelash is going to bonk me for using that term, so Eyelash does not mess around. I just want to make that very clear. Over on YouTube, certified first goes to Yakanono. Congratulations on first. Hijack coming in certified second. Howdy. Certified third going to Masaki. Congratulations on your number 3, Masaki. Big ups to our podium starters over there. Also, what did I say about the bonk? Eyelash does not mess around. Over on Twitch, Gorog coming in certified 4th tonight, and Whitebeard very close, certified 5th. Congrats to all those folks. Gorog, good to see you. Whitebeard, good to see you. Drake says, "Oh, let's go," or "Oh, let's go," and I said, I can only read that in the voice of Lucio from Overwatch. And Drake says, I'll be real with you, I have no idea who that is. Surely somebody here knows Lucio from Overwatch. Lucio, my main man. When I was playing support, I play Lucio. Lucio's a cool dude. Lucio. I don't know, it just sounds like something he'd say. He might even have that exact line. Oh, let's go. I can just hear Lucio saying that in my head. That's right, Steel Neko. Let's break it down. Lucio's ult. Indeed. I've not played Overwatch for a hot minute. Probably been a couple of years now since I quit, and I have not gone back. But everyone tells me Overwatch 2 has actually got a lot better. It's not that I don't want to play it, it's that I don't have the time. It's too much of a time sink. I can't let myself fall into that hole, that trap. Hayden, welcome on in. Icterve, it is great to see you. What's up, Icterve? Hello, and welcome, It's great to see you back here. How you been? Johanna, it is wonderful to see you as well. I know I already replied to one of your messages about the time change being confusing. It surely is. But Johanna, I'm glad that you've been able to make it out these last few weeks. It's fantastic. I love it. I appreciate it. Johanna says it sounds like a washing machine. It does. Yes, the Thief main menu sounds like a washing machine. You can see it's got all the gears and stuff going on, so it kind of makes sense. It kind of works, right? Icterve says Nick's there right now, give him a second. That was probably like 10 minutes before I actually appeared. But I was there. I was just in and out of the room. I had to go and make sure I had a little snack to make sure my blood sugar wasn't too low. I went in, relieved myself, as I do before most streams, so I'm not standing up here doing that I have to pee dance. You know, those kinds of things. the pre-stream stuff. Got my beer ready to go. I've got my glass here, just waiting for tonight's beer. Attractive, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. It is in fact stream night. You know what? I really enjoyed streaming on Thursday this past week, you guys. Big thanks to everybody who made it out on a non-standard night. I've not streamed on Thursday for quite a while, but we had a lot of people show up. It was a great time. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you all did too. So I will be trying to stream on Thursdays more often. Again, I cannot promise it'll be all the time. Lots of weeks. Work is just too crazy to make that happen, but yeah, with more regularity than I have been, at least. I hope to, which is a pretty low bar, but congrats on your 7th stream watch streak, Attractive. That is impressive. That is impressive. Congrats. Victorian Cuddler, it is Thief Gold Day. You know it is. You know it is. We have not streamed Thief Gold for quite some time, but of course I have a series on the YouTube channel where I play Thief Gold, and wrapped that up like a year or two ago. But it's all there. It's all there for eternity. Once it's on the internet, it's never going to go away. So if you want to watch me fumble through that game over the course of, what, 7.5 years, you can do that. 8.5, something like that. You can do that over on YouTube. Many of you probably have. So you might be wondering, why are we going back to a game which I have already beat in its entirety on the channel? And the answer is twofold. One, I love the game. I will always come back to it. Two, because there are some rad community-made maps for it. One of which we played. I was originally thinking it was last year. It might have been last year around this time. But it might have actually been 2 years ago. I don't remember. I don't know if anyone can tell me. Actually, you know what? I know how I can check. Let me go to the save files. Saves folder. And it was 2 years ago. The last quick save I have here is from 2023. Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, I think it was 2 years ago I last streamed this, but there's a really cool community map that's been in the back of my mind, and we never did finish it. And I was like, you know what? Let's go back and finish it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So it's okay. It's a pretty straightforward story. I will give you a recap before we dive into it. Basically, we're doing some tomb raiding. We're raiding a tomb. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Yo, what's up, Team Brownie? Yo, what's up, Asian Persuasion? Good to see you. Masaki says, thank you, happy to be here. My favorite Thief video of yours is the Buried City Part 1. Oh, you will probably enjoy this map then. It kind of has some sort of similar vibes. Pump it up. Exactly, Masaki. Masaki says modern games are for sweats. There are too many responsibilities to play long. Sadly, yes, that is in fact my experience. I miss the days where I could get sweaty about Overwatch, but I do not find myself with the time to do so these days. I do miss it in some ways. Yakinono over on YouTube says, we're in the box seats here, just gotta find the wings and beer. I hope you found them. I hope you're munching. The box seats. Masaki, thank you for the kind words, by the way. I appreciate it. Yes, Nightmare is an absolute classic. Nightmare Before Christmas is actually a real artistic achievement. Like watching it the other night, I was just struck by how amazing that stop motion is. It's gotta be some of the best ever. Yakanono says, my girlfriend gave me a hug and told me she supports me in Halloween, but she's piecing out on the movies. I watched Backcountry, a couple stalked by a black bear. Very realistic but horrific scene in one part. Yeah, I don't know. That's not really my vibe either. I might also have to say. You can enjoy that, but I don't know that one. Sarah enjoys slasher flicks and horror films, and we watch a few, but it's not really my bag. I like Halloween. I'm not so much into realistic gore in films. That's correct. As always, our attractive an ASMR wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Victorian Kettler says, I'm suddenly glad I read until almost 2 a.m. so that I'll be tired. So what if I'm tired on Monday morning? It's that thief stream. That's the spirit. Wait, no, I'm supposed to encourage you to go to sleep. So yes, be responsible, go to sleep. But also, if you happen to hang out and enjoy the stream, I can't stop you. Nor would I try. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, Logotone, aka Yakinono from YouTube, says, just saying stuff here to make sure I get potato points. Gotta work that potato point economy. Drake said, I can't stand Thanksgiving, so spooky season lasts at least through the end of November for me. You're not about like the turkey and stuff, Drake. You don't enjoy turkey stuffing, all that. I know I've mentioned this many a time, but here in Canada, Thanksgiving is in like early to mid-October, which I think is kind of nice. Kind of paces the holidays a little better, I find. Drake to the scamps says, I will be able to kill you all one day. Steel Lecca, congrats on the 10 stream watch streak, by the way. And same to Dawn's Eternal Light. Look at that. A couple of 10 stream watch streaks tonight. Handsome Dashing Princess says, did your dad share what his favorite part was of Nightmare Before Christmas? He didn't pick out a particular part. His review basically was, we're like, did you like it? And he was like, it was strange. He's like, it was strange. But I could tell that he liked it, because like I said, he sat there on the couch fairly transfixed for the entire evening and just watched it. He doesn't do that. Like, if he didn't care, he would not pay attention. So I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it. But no, he did not elaborate on what his favorite part was. I can ask him though. I can ask him. Victorian Cuddler says, I don't live in a country that celebrates Halloween, so it's nice to know the kids still show up. Yeah, they do. I'm sorry you don't celebrate Halloween, but I guess you have your own things you do, to celebrate your own holidays. But Halloween is pretty fun. Real Chill Dill, what is up? It's been a hot minute. Real Chill Dill says, sweet, was just looking for something to have on while replaying Hades. And also I Love Thief. Perfect. Glad we could do this for you, Real Chill Dill. Drake says, I love stuffing and I'll eat the food, but it's still spooky season. Alright, fair enough. I can appreciate that. Eyelash says, we must not let Halloween die. The children must learn the importance of a strong, sharing community. Actually, though, I think there's value to it, for sure. Value in, just having some contact with your neighbors that you otherwise probably almost never interact with. Yeah, the idea of giving as a community, even if it's in a small way, I think it is important. We had, like I said, lots of kids. There's some very fun costumes. Definitely lots of the inflatable style ones, like dinosaurs, like a very big fat baby. There was a girl that she was a Grim Reaper costume, and she had a scythe, and it was a rhinestone scythe, the whole thing was covered in rhinestones, and she's like, slay. I'm like, oh my god. There was a little guy dressed up as Ash Ketchum, which warmed my heart, because Ash Ketchum is my OG Pokemon trainer, I know he's also been the Pokemon trainer of note for the last 20 to 25 years, but still, I think they retired him eventually. Anyway, this guy was probably, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8, dressed up like OG Ash Ketchum, and he saw me, and he's like, I love your Gengar. I'm like, there's also a kid that showed up dressed in Minecraft armor, and we have like a purple light at Halloween on our front door, and so you can't really tell the colors of things very well because everything just looks purple. And I was like, oh, sweet armor, is it diamond armor? And he's like, no, it's netherite armor. I was like, I never felt so dismissed by a child before. He's like, old man, it's obviously freaking netherite, not diamond. Are you stupid? I was like, that hurts. That actually hurts a little bit. You fool, boomer. I know, right? I did not tell him that back in my day, netherite didn't even frickin' exist, kid. Jeez. A little kid can beat up ASMR nerd, is true. He beat me up emotionally. Ash Ketchum finally became a Pokemon master. That's the culmination of 25 years of failures. Good job, Ash. Good evening, Super Andretti. Victorian Cuddler said, hello, VOD viewers. Probably me from the future, since I predict I'll fall asleep before Nick gets to play. Hey, it's your past self doing your future self a solid, right? But yeah, it's likely that you'll probably fall asleep before I play. Old Coffee Addict. Wow, welcome. Yeah, it has been a while. Great to have you out tonight, Coffee Addict. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How have you been? How have you been? A can of whoop butt. Exactly, Victorian Cutler. Gotta self-censor. Eyelash will open a can of whoop butt on me. Gold Sketch, welcome on in. Hello. Masaki said, I think we all long for the old ways of casual gaming. Yeah, I just wish I had more time to play games the way I used to, you know. The real golden days for me, and this is dating myself, I admit, was Team Fortress 2. That game hit at just the right time. I was just starting college, university, whatever, and that became like my online community. Like, I joined a TF2 clan. We had dedicated servers, log on every night. It was always the same folks, just F around. It was a great time. I made some awesome friends who I don't really talk to anymore, but for years we hung out all the time. It was fun. It was good times. I even met some of them IRL. Paolo, hello and welcome. Life will be okay. Good to see you here. Welcome on in. Okay, it was a Game Grumps reference. I get you, Drake. I get you. But seriously, go look up Lucio from Overwatch. You'll see what I mean. Look up his voice lines. Steel Echo says, Overwatch 2 is in a good spot right now from a current support main. Okay, alright. That doesn't mean I'm gonna come back necessarily, but I do want to. My heart is there. Cypress, hey, welcome on in. Cypress, as many of you perhaps know, as the label next to the name there says, the badge, a founder. Truly OG in this community. Cypress, I hope you're doing well tonight. It's been nice seeing you around. Sneaky Saint, welcome. Friend of a friend says, hello, Nick. Nick or treat? Nick or... I think I can only pick Nick. But just by virtue of me being me, I can only ever pick Nick. Yo, what's up? Ellie? Is it Ellie? Or Eli? I think it's Ellie. But I'm not familiar with that spelling. Please do correct me. It could be Eli. But welcome on in. Yes, this game is an all-time classic. Yes, the first NPC dialogue is classic. Gordon to the bear pits tomorrow. Legendary. Yo, what's up, Dylan? Dylan says, when I saw the live notification, I panicked. I thought, no way, it's been a week already. Then I remembered. Yeah, time warp. Nicole, thank you for the blood sugar check. I did, like I say, have some sweets before I started because my blood sugar was low, and it is doing its thing. You could see it went down, and now it goes back up, 4.7 and rising. So we're good. Thank you for that. I can't stop you, Limit. I would never dream of it. I would never dream of it. You do you, Limit. Nicoma also, hello. Nicoma says, still in Canada land, enjoying my time. I am glad. I'm glad. What are you getting up to in Canada land right now? Land of poutine. Welcome to our Maple Kingdom. Eyelash says, a big fat baby, in reference to the costume I saw. That wasn't a costume, that was just me. Eyelash. It was a pretty good costume, though. It's true, truly. Super Andretti, good evening to you. Good evening to you. That's exactly what it was, Bruce. Diamond boomer noob. It's netherite, obviously. Obviously. Man, did I feel like an idiot. I'm glad my stuff helps you, Masaki. I'm glad that it brings you some rest, brings you some peace. Yakinono says, supposedly Backcountry is based on a true story. From my own experience exploring woods for hours and encountering trackers or black bear zones, it had real vibes. Nearly got myself in trouble once. Yes, I can appreciate that. I've had a couple of close run-ins with bears. None that ended in disaster, but they had the potential. Definitely. Which is another reason why I don't think I would ever watch that film. Might hit too close to home. James on YouTube says, settling in for a cozy evening after a long day of work. There's a thunderstorm outside and I'm watching this while playing the new Outer Worlds. Life is good. That sounds like you've got it made. James, that sounds lovely. Well, thanks for making us a part of your cozy evening. Yakinono, you picked up Outer Worlds 2 this weekend. You really enjoyed 1. I've heard good stuff about it. Good stuff about it. You guys hearing something? I think Sarah might be watching ASMR downstairs. She might have fallen asleep. And I'm pretty sure the video she is watching, someone is tapping on something. I think that's what I hear. Gold Sketch, I hope you are also having a good night. Thanks again for joining us. And welcome on in. It says this is your first time chatting, so a warm stream welcome for Gold Sketch. Nikoma already doing so. I don't even have to ask. Don't even have to prompt it. Yeah, Outer Worlds 2. I played a tiny little bit of Outer Worlds 1. Never got that far. I've heard good stuff about Outer Worlds 2. Would it be worth me jumping into, having not really played much of 1? Because I have Game Pass, so I could play it. Nightly ASMR, it is great to see you. Welcome, my friend. Nightly ASMR, whom some of you might know as Nightly Romulus, long-time member of this community, and ASMR content creator in his own right as well. It's very nice soft-spoken readings. Can be found over on YouTube on Nightly ASMR's channel. Asian Persuasion, how are things? How are things for you? Asian Persuasion says, I'm a Kiriko main in Overwatch, Mantis in Rivals, and support main in Battlefield 6. I love playing support. It's nice that those games all allow you to fulfill that role. Yeah, I was a flex player in Overwatch. On DPS, I would usually play Pharah, On tank, I would usually play Orisa, and on support, I would usually play Lucio. But I would swap around if needed. Those are my mains, I guess. Yakanona says I was whooping ass in Tekken. Oh, you made me say it again. Now I'm gonna get bonked by Eyelash again. You were whooping butt. Come on, Yakanona. Whooping butt in Tekken around the time of Team Fortress 2. What a small tourney. Oh, nice. Congrats. See what you did. See what you made me do. Now, I've only really played some Elden during Night Rain and ESO this year. Fair enough. In terms of like multiplayer, you mean? I assume. Ah, gotcha, Yakanano. You weren't quite sure where that movie was going. Fizzy Pro, how's my Tainted Grail playthrough going? It's going slow, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm still in the first area, the Horns of the South, but I'm really enjoying it. That is a very vibey game, and it's very, like it's easy. It's a fairly, I don't want to say like forgiving game, but it's like easy to jump into. Like it's fairly player friendly, I find. It's just fun. I like it. Have you played through it, Fizzy Pro? Thank you for the 20-second slow mode, by the way, Nicoma. I'm not too far from the bottom of chat, so hopefully slow mode won't be too long today. And then I can get you back to chatting as much as you like. You will be free. But in the meantime, it does help me get caught up, so thank you. Thank you. I flatter you, Cypress. No, you flatter yourself by virtue of being you. But truly, Cypress has been an awesome part of this community for a very long time. Bruce says, yeah, my golden era was my bachelor era in the aughties, indeed. Full-time job, lived by myself, and had disposable income. I worked in games like a madman. First Mass Effect and Oblivion was my golden era. Classic. I was, I was still living at home when Oblivion hit, but that was a very good time. That was a very good time. Good memories. And Mass Effect was like a revelation. Handsome Dashing Princess asks if I've finished decorating the streaming room. No, not entirely yet. So the plan is, we'll show you. I think I've mentioned this before, but what I've got down here right now is not going to stay like that. I'm going to have some games in here and some other figurines, some game systems as well. I have some LED like strip lights that I'm going to put in the tops all the way along, so each square will be illuminated, and so yeah, that's going to be much more full and diverse over there. And then I also have more of these pegboards for the keyboards. I'm going to put another row of them up here, and they're actually going to go up like as high as these ones are, again to the ceiling pretty much, which you won't be able to see all of them, but they'll be back there, but you'll just be able to see like half of it or so. And then this is a kind of a crazy thing, but I kind of want to do it. I have an old CRT television that's been sitting at my parents' place for, I don't know, whatever, 15 years, something like that. And I intend to put it right over here, and have a little corner over there with the old CRT that I can plug classic systems into and play the way God intended. But I need to, there's a couple boxes over there I need to sort out first. Then I have to get like something to put it on, because that TV is heavy. It's a 27-inch Sony Wega, Sony Trinitron Wega, a nice late era CRT, but it's freaking huge. It is enormous. So yeah, that's kind of the grand plan back here. But it's a slow process because there's lots of other stuff we're still doing around the house. So it's when I get the time, I chip away at it a little bit here. Oh, in terms of any games at all, yeah, no. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Wincho, welcome on in, Wincho. Happy Sunday, Gek Sunrise. Welcome. Gek Sunrise is playing GTA San Andreas with this in the background. Go back to the OGs. Spent a lot of my free time this week playing the new Power Wash Sim 2. I've heard good things about it. Maybe we should play it on stream here sometime soon. Catching up on podcasts. That sounds like a great time. That sounds lovely. Sounds real nice. Gold to get your main is Zenyatta. Zenyatta's cool. I've never really clicked with Zenyatta, but a cool character. Wincho, congrats on your 5-stream streak. Bruce says, you know what I miss, Nick? Frickin' Splinter Cell. Why did Ubisoft just let that franchise die? I don't quite understand. I feel like there's quite a bit of pent-up desire for a new Splinter Cell. Yeah, they really are just sitting on that IP. I keep hearing rumors that there's one in the works, but so far nothing is manifested. Steel Neko, you split your time between Mercy and Iliari. Is that how you pronounce it? Iliari? I actually quit Overwatch 2 just around the time Iliari arrived. She seems cool, but so it's been a few years for me. Ayari, okay. Iari, got it. Iari. Checks out. Ilk, welcome. Good to see you. I'm glad you can stop by for a little bit. Thanks for joining us. Nicole wants a Power Wash Sim 2, okay? Alright. I can be convinced. Naga, oh no, you misread the start time, but you're here now. So crisis averted. Welcome on in, Naga. Also, Twitch chat, you are free. You are freed from your shackles. Do enjoy your ability to spam the chat within reason. Agent Persuasion says, I only swap tank in open queue with Diva, Sigma, or Junker Queen. I never touch DPS, it always goes horribly for me. I think if I played in my heart what I really wanted to play all the time, I probably mostly play DPS. But oftentimes, DPS is a very long queue. At least it was when I was playing. Yeah, clearly I do not have enough keyboards. I don't have enough for one for every day of the month yet. So, actually that's a total lie. I have enough for every day of 2 months. But they're not all on the wall. So, Yakinono says, if I were gaming a lot, it would be a Remnant 2 DLC, God of War 5, Gears of War 5, more Night Rain, Oblivion Remake, Lies of P, Armored Core 6, FF7 Remake Part 2. So that's a hell of a list of games. It's probably like 1,000 hours of gaming right there. Spongus Germanus, welcome. What was that bog for? That was unwarranted. That bog was unwarranted. Spongus Germanus says, good morning from Europe, on the way to work right now. Thank you for making us a part of your morning, Spongus. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a great day. A great day at work. I don't think I've ever seen any Supermarket Simulator gameplay, Drake. Does it look good? Does it look fun? I mean, I'm game for all those silly simulators. I know Card Shop Simulator is a popular one too. Eyelash says, I am the law. It was warranted. I guess by definition, yeah. Art. Wait, I have a couple more channel points requests that I was ignoring. A random Pokemon card for Dawn's Eternal Light, and a game trivia request for Cypress. Both excellent requests. Thank you for waiting like half a freaking hour for me to get to them. Gang, Dawn's Eternal Light, let me go get the Pokemon cards. One moment. One moment. We're in the closet. And I got it. Pull it. Put them over here. Put them over here. Okay. You guys want to see something fun? You guys want to see something fun? This is not a random Pokemon card precisely, but look at this. Look at this. This is the box for the original Pokemon TCG starter set. Starter set. 2-player starter set. I don't think it actually has the starter deck in the box right now, but the box itself is in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape for being almost 30 years old. What is in it? What is in it is a ton of rule books, starter rules, rules V2, advanced rulebook, card lists for Pokemon Fossil, I believe this is. Let's see. Let's see. So this shows card lists as well as theme decks from that era. Oh, apparently I was using this card list. You can see I've checked off a bunch of here. Let me just make this a little easier for you to see, because it's getting very blown out right now. I know I'm really dark, but this will be more visible now. Look at that. At some point, I was clearly checking off these cards. That's base set. And then maybe it's just for base set. Oh no, there we go. Pokemon Jungle and Fossil. Jungle right there. Fossil right there. And yeah, it shows some of the theme decks you could get back in the day. I have such a soft spot for the original Ken Sugimori art, the watercolor Pokemon, late 90s Pokemon. Obviously I would, given that was the era that I was big into Pokemon. But so that's what's in that box. The actual cards from that starter set are probably in a binder somewhere. I remember the starter set always came with a first edition Machamp, which was obviously silly because if they all came with the first edition, it wasn't really first edition. It was just the unlimited edition stamped first edition. And so actually, I believe at some point, the non-first edition stamped Machamp became more rare and sought after because so many Machamps came from the starter set with that first edition stamp. That was a little bit silly. A wee bit silly. Okay, let's pull out a random set of cards here. This appears to be colorless, I guess normal energy, whatever you call it. I don't know. I can't even remember, but colorless Pokemon, I guess. So let's see what's in this stack. This would have been doubles from my childhood. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. A Persian from Pokemon Jungle. I've always loved that art on the original Persian card. It's so dreamy. The colors, it's really pretty. Really pretty. Persian. I also thought it was badass that Giovanni always had that Persian in his lap. Very cool Pokemon. What? What's the bonk for? This is so unwarranted. This is so unfair. Thank you, Drake. Thank you. Eyelashes that Loki made me hate Machamp. Also, I don't like the he's out there flexing in his panties. Wow, way to kink shame Machamp. Honestly, poor guy. Let me just turn back up the ISO so I don't look like I am lost in the dark. You're hopelessly addicted to Supermarket Simulator, Drink, really? Especially if you get some of the quality of life mods that are out there, you could easily make a series of it if you like it well enough. I had no idea you were a Supermarket Simulator aficionado. I must have to check it out then. Dawn's Eternal Light, I hope you enjoyed that random little Pokemon trip down memory lane. And Cypress, some game trivia requested by you. Absolutely. Let's see. I know that there's some really good trivia about the Thief games. So Thief the Dark Project trivia. Let's see. Maybe what I'm hearing is my drink. I think that's what I've been hearing. This is my Canada Dry. It's just fizzing away. Maybe that's what I thought was the tapping downstairs. Okay, some Thief trivia. So Thief the Metal Age, pardon me. Well, actually, let's stick with Thief the Dark Project because that's what we're technically playing tonight. Let's see. Okay, well, there's a few trivia points here. None of them are that interesting, but many of the paintings in the Thief games are inspired or taken from real-world paintings. That I'm not surprised by. Members of the design team have said that books by Umberto Eco, The Name of the Rose, among others, were a big inspiration for the atmosphere and setting of the game. Oh, here's a good one. According to an interview made by the now-defunct PC Accelerator magazine to project designer Steve Purcell, the word Taffer, which many fans went to great lengths to define as some sort of long-lost olden word, was actually created by level designer Laura Baldwin. It was originally meant to be some sort of slang for common criminal, but evolved from that point on. There we go. The origins of Taffer. Like other Looking Glass games, such as System Shock 1 and 2, Thief the Dark Project contains a hidden basketball court. A hidden basketball court. I actually know where that is in the game. for Thief Gold. Thief's Gold configuration file, dark.cfg in the root directory. If you edit it and insert a line that says play starting mission 16 at the beginning of the file and run the game and start a new game and skip the training mission, apparently you will see a very silly video with temporary drawings. Then you'll play a great mission containing a lot of special effects, things that didn't make it into the final release, and a lot of bloopers and generally funny things. I had no idea. I've never done that before. That would be really fun. That's news to me. I might have to check that out someday. Cool. Well, Cypress, there you are. Thank you for your request. Bruce said, been really enjoying the hardcore modes on Battlefield 6. No HUD, no radar, no reticle, no third-person driving. Just you and your weapon getting it done. You gotta go hunt. That's a cool way to differentiate a game mode. I actually hadn't heard about that. That's pretty neat. Bruce also said, hey Nick, this new Red Dragon Keep that I got, the one I posted about in Keep Kingdom, has these nested feet, so you have 3 different elevations. I've seen a few like that before. It's kind of nice to be able to adjust your typing angle like that. You pop up the little small ones, or the medium ones, or the big ones, or just leave it flat. I don't know why more don't do that. I think it's a great idea. Hey Attractive, welcome back in. Attractive says, finally able to chill. Been a huge day. Well, now it's time to kick back. Relax. It's going well. My Halloween was good. I was just explaining to the folks earlier that we had lots of kids, lots of very fun costumes. We had one little kid who was probably like 3 or so, who just absolutely bailed in our doorway, like totally ate shit, just straight up, just we're like, oh my god, are you okay? And the kid, I think he caught his foot on our doormat. It's okay. I will own that. That bonk was earned. And I think he just tripped on our doormat, and I felt so bad. But he's okay. He got up. He just like dusted himself off, and I was like, all right, kid, you earned your candy. Doom Slayer asks, what is my favorite Assassin's Creed game? I really like Assassin's Creed Origins. Assassin's Creed Oranges. A game where you go around picking oranges, squeezing them for juice. Assassin's Creed Origins. Might be my most favorite. I really like Bayek. I really like the ancient Egyptian setting. Fizzy Pro says, currently experiencing some Sunday scaries, and your stream is helping me relax. Hey, I'm glad we can provide a place for you to hang out, be amongst some friendly, kind folks, and just vibe. Just vibe. Did I give him extra candy eyelash? I said just take what you want. We had a lot of candy. So most kids were good. I'm like, take a few, and they'd take a few. There was one little girl, I'm like, take a few, and she's like, okay, and she's just like, oh, like a handful. So I'm like, okay, we do need to save a few for other people. If I want to laugh, go watch Game Grumps play Supermarket Simulator. I could imagine that'd be pretty good. Bruce says, I discovered the Thief franchise during the Xbox 360 era with Deadly Shadows. You know what? I think Deadly Shadows gets a lot of hate that's undeserved. I think Deadly Shadows was different, but is also a pretty good game in its own right. It definitely has a real vibe. A real vibe. Friend of a friend, you like Origins and Mirage. Interesting. I don't think most people would go to bat for Mirage as their favorite AC game, but it is I think it also is a little unfairly hated. I could see it. Assassin's Creed Oranges takes place in Florida, indeed. Indeed. Yakanona says, I made Dark Knight for Endwalker. That's FF14, right? Yes. Because the DPS queues and healer queues were awful at launch. Yeah, it always sucks when the way you want to play the game is not the good, like, you either gotta wait in queues or it's not like meta or whatever. I've been playing a little bit this past week of the new Guild Wars 2 expansion. I know we have some Guild Wars players in the community here. We used to have a little small guild that we would get together with every once in a while in our community here. I keep thinking maybe one day I should bring that back because it was a fun time. Never had a ton of people, but we'd get, you know, maybe sort of 8 to a dozen people out at a time to just go do some adventuring. It was good times. But it takes, you know, planning and time to coordinate to get people together, and that's challenging sometimes. But yeah, Guild Wars 2 had a new X-Pack drop this week, Visions of Eternity, and it's a banger so far. It seems like a banger. I'm quite enjoying it. Really fun, especially considering, you know, that game has had its ups and downs, and it's 13 years old now, but it's still putting out good stuff, really good stuff. It's a great game for newbies to jump into if you don't play a lot of MMOs or you want to play really casually. It's very good for that. You can play and then leave for a bit and come back and not have, you know, lost progress or whatever. Lots of horizontal progression in that game, which is good for me because it means I, you know, during the times I can't really dedicate a lot of time to it, that's fine, and I can come back and enjoy it on my own terms. Bruce says Origins just hits different. I agree. Maybe because they had more time, but that ancient Egyptian setting is amazing. 100% agree. It's a shame they just fizzled out on that Desmond storyline. Yeah, they really did. Yes, they did. Yeah, that I think I think it's because people sort of indicated they didn't really care a lot for the modern trappings of Assassin's Creed, and so they just decided to kind of sideline it. But they kind of sort of kept it still, and so they didn't really fully commit one way or the other, you know. Eyelash says, I appreciate when I leave the candy outside after I turn my lights off and go eat peace, that then the teens come and take the rest. I don't eat 20 packets of Sour Patch Kids to burn my old man tongue on. We ended up with quite a bit left over. We do have like 20 packets of Sour Patch Kids, as well as a few chocolate bars left, like so. They're here in case I need the sugar, you know, in case I need a little blood sugar bump. Triber, what's up? Triber says, going around and packing up for our move. Oh my goodness. So I may be back later. Just at least had to say hey and hope you have a good week. Thank you, Triber. Thanks for dropping in. Best of luck with the move. Packing and moving can be such an ordeal, but I hope it goes smoothly for you. And I hope you love your new place. If we don't see you later, have a great night, and have a very good move. My unicorn has 12 butts. Welcome. 12 whole butts? That's a lot of butts. Where does that unicorn fit all those butts? Like, is it all just on the backside? So you just have like this, like 24-cheeked monstrosity? Or are they just like in various places? I don't know. I'm really struggling to imagine the mechanics of 12 butts. But anyway, welcome, my unicorn, and thank you for following. Thank you for following. Doomslayer, Assassin's Creed 3 is your favorite AC game. Nice. AC3. Again, I don't think that's a super common one that a lot of people say is their favorite, but it had vibe. It has a cool thing going on. Actually, Gex Sunrise right here in the chat on Twitch says, AC3 is my favorite. Black Flag being a very close second or tied. But maybe because both are my intro to the series. Could be. I really enjoyed the setting, the season changes, and the missions you can do to build a little town or recruit people for it. There you go. There's dozens of you. Dozens. Just like there's dozens of butts on that unicorn. My unicorn has 12 butts. It says, I genuinely forgot that's my name. I'm changing it soon. No, it's perfect. You gotta keep it. What a conversation starter. Meow Meow Pie asks, what do I think about Legends ZA? Okay, so I only just started it last weekend and I haven't had much time to play. But what I've played so far, I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. It feels quite polished and like nicely presented in a way that like a lot of modern Pokemon games don't. So far I've thought it's quite good. But I have plenty of time to burn out on it still, so we'll see. maybe it'll get boring after a little bit, but so far so good. What about you, Meow12 Meow Pie? Yes, that's right. You gotta change your name to 24 cheeked up unicorn. Oh man. Now I'm just thinking about the thunderous clap of all 24 cheeks. Oh man. Bruce says, I saw a video clip where a history teacher was teaching the Battle of Thermopylae with AC Odyssey. Very cool. I could see that. Flying Icarus over the geographic area, pointing out how the Spartans use the environment to their advantage. That's cool. So yeah, those games are legitimate educational tools. Okay, friends, I have reached the bottom of chat, and seeing no more channel points requests, I think it's time for me to go get tonight's beer. The last pumpkin beer of the season. So sit tight, be excellent. It is beer time, Nakoma, you know it, and I'll be right back. Dang, guys, I gotta say that's some really half-hearted flames you got going on there. I see Eyelash with a few. I see Arkentia with a few. Yeah, Drake with a few, and Naga. But man, it's pretty weak sauce. Although I also see Arkentia immediately repenting and putting out the flames with the rain. It was half-hearted because you weren't here on time, Arkentia. Also, Nakoma out there just blasting them away with Blastoise. So there's really no chance of this fire taking off. Bruce says Eyelash just over here in the corner flipping the Zippos going, hey guys, we got bursts of stuff for one. Hippo with Zippo. I hope he never has never come up before. I do need to watch out for Hippo with the Zippo. Just a harmless baby. Just a harmless baby. Meow Meow Pie says I'm just so burnt out on the new Pokemon games. It feels like it's always we're seeing the bones of something great. But when are we gonna see like a Pokemon game that holds up to modern JRPGs? You know what? I respect that. And yes, I feel like people treat Pokemon games or hold them to a different standard for some reason. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from for sure. And then it gets praised for features that other JRPGs have been doing for ages. You're not wrong, but it is what it is. It's Pokemon. People are gonna buy it anyways. At least this one doesn't have bugs. None that I've run into so far. I think they're doing some fun stuff in this one, but you're right that it does seem like Pokemon games often get judged on like a different scale. Like the expectations are different somehow. It's like, well, it's pretty good for a Pokemon game. It's like, bruh, Pokemon is literally the most valuable franchise in the world. Like the most valuable media franchise. So, you want to get a good Superman game one day, Doomslayer. Interesting. I don't know how you would do a good Superman game. I don't know what that would look like. But I'd like to see someone try. It's true, Bruce. You didn't call it. That's probably the problem. You just finished ZA, Gorog? And what's your having finished it? What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Nice, you're gonna be heading on your trip soon, Arkentia. Awesome. Okay, Nakoma. Have a good night. But wait. It's beer pour. You gotta wait for the beer pour. But if you're lurking, that's fair. You're there. You're hanging out in the background. Have a great night, Nakoma. You know what? I never do mic scritches. I know you like to mic scritches on your way out. I do them so infrequently these days. So infrequently. Alright, let's check out tonight's beer, y'all. I'll do some more mic scritches in a second. Tonight's beer is a very pumpkin-y looking one. Like I said, it's the last pumpkin beer I have for the season. It is the Pumpkin Spice Ale from Yukon Brewing, from the Yukon Territory in northern Canada. It says here a fall favorite with seasonal spices and real pumpkin puree. 6.7% ABV. Says here it's part of their Unplugged series. Decades of beer making expertise unleashed in beers that we really love, but for boring brewery reasons we can't keep on shelves year round. Here for a limited time, so grab them while you can. So this is their special seasonals, I guess. Pretty simple can. It's got lots of pumpkins. So many pumpkins. And it is brewed in a Whitehorse, capital of Yukon Territory. You thought these were cheese balls. Delicious cheese ball beer. Ew. Ew. Gross. Gorok says, I really like what the Legends games are doing. Other than the lack of voice acting, I think it was a pretty solid evolution from what Legends Arceus tried. That's been my impression so far. I think one place they have really succeeded is the character designs. There's some really fun character designs in this one. I think they knocked that out of the park. Character designs and character models in general look really good. And I like the real-time thing they're doing. I think that's cool. Meow Meow Pie says, I didn't know you were Canadian. I wish I was Canadian. Yeah, I mean, you know, Canada has its challenges, but I am very glad and proud to be Canadian most of the time. Yeah, we have it very good here, for sure. There's no doubt about it. It's a pretty neat country. You should come up, visit, say hi. Alright, let's crack this open. Alright, I'm just going to adjust the microphones. One moment. What's up, Otirub? What's up, Otirub? Our backwards burrito friend. Alright, you arrived just in time for the beer pour. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. It's quite dark, darker than I expected. Look at that, beautiful deep copper, and then this slightly off-white foam top. There was a fair bit more head there a moment ago, and it's rapidly disappearing, but looks good. Looks good. Looks yummy. Smells quite spiced. You can smell the pumpkin too. This definitely has a pumpkin-y aspect to it, which many of them kind of don't. Sometimes you just kind of get just an ale with some pumpkin spices, but the pumpkin itself is actually not quite so apparent. This one is definitely noticeable on the nose. I will let you know in a moment, Meow Meow Pie, how it is. But friends, to the end of the spooky season, but spooky season never really ends. We can play those spooky games whenever we like. But to I don't know. To enjoying what every part of the year has to offer. If we celebrated one particular holiday all year round, it would probably cease to be so special. Part of what makes each holiday, each time of year special is that each one has something to enjoy and to look forward to. So, to the next thing. Cheers. To November, sure, why not? Drake says to spooky season. Sure, for those of you who want to carry spooky season forward, to spooky season. Yeah, it's all right. It's fine. As pumpkin ales go, it's fine. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's alright. It's, I don't know, I just want something a little richer, maybe. It's not a bad one, but it's not my favorite. It is quite alright. But that's fine. It will do for tonight's beer. Thanatos, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you join us. Wait, did I say hello to Xerxes? Xerxes? Who followed 12 minutes ago? I'm not sure I did. Sorry if I missed that. Xerxes, welcome on in as well. Thank you for joining us. Alright, gang. Video games. Sometimes we play them on the channel here. Tonight, we're going back to a classic, one that you might know. Certainly one that has been on the channel many a time. Thief Gold. Thief Gold, which is kind of the definitive edition of Thief the Dark Project. Thief the Dark Project is a seminal stealth game that came out way back in 1998. It kind of set the template for what first-person stealth would be from then on forward. And it is a really good game. It has a vibe all its own. I've played through the entirety of it on my YouTube channel. You might be familiar with the series, but if not, you can always find it there. I am still playing through Thief 2 on the YouTube channel, but and I'm well overdue for another episode of that. But yes, we did play all the way through Thief 1 over many years on the channel, and it is one of my all-time favorite games. So that begs the question, why are we returning to Thief Gold when I've played through the whole thing on the channel? And the answer, dear friends, is that in addition to the maps that shipped with the game, there is a robust community of people making fan missions, user-made missions and maps for Thief Gold. To this day, people are doing that. That's what happens when you have a certified classic, right? So we checked one of those out on stream quite some time ago. I went and looked, and it was 2 years ago, I believe, that we last played one of those fan missions. And the fan mission that we played was one called Alcazar, which won some awards in the community for being a particularly well-made fan mission, and so it was one that I wanted to check out. And we got about halfway through or so, and then kind of dropped it. Didn't finish the fan mission, and it's been in the back of my mind ever since then. And I was just, this time of year makes me want to play Thief. It's November, it's just a thiefy time of year for me. So I was like, let's go back and let's finish that old fan mission. I don't know if any of you remember the last time we played this on stream, that fan mission we played, but one really unique thing about it is that this particular mission was part of a challenge where the creator had to make a mission in a very compact space. So the use of space had to be really efficient. It couldn't be this big sprawling level. It had to be compressed, very dense. And it makes for this very interesting design, which you'll see. So the mission we started like 2 years ago was Alcazar. And I will read you the introduction for Alcazar here. So you get a sense for the flavor. But the story of this mission, very simple, very straightforward. Basically, we're raiding a tomb, pretty much. We're raiding a tomb. We're gonna pick up where we left off, which was, I think we were just getting into the proper part of the tomb to do the raiding. The briefing for this mission reads as such. This is, of course, from the perspective of Garrett, the protagonist, who always speaks, in the first person and like narrates these things. I went to the Grateful Rest to meet with an associate of mine, but she never showed. While I was enjoying my breakfast alone, I eavesdropped on an argument between the gossipful barmaid and the brute who watches over the place. Something about buying drapes to cover up a menacing freeze in the basement. The Grateful Rest, yes, Grateful, is an ancient, crumbling place. There's a grate laid into the courtyard, inscribed with the name Alcazar. I've encountered that name before, but not in a source from the last century. By the faint sunlight, I can make out a pristine grey coffin on the other side, but not much else. I'm willing to bet that this crypt is untouched, and, if that argument was anything to go by, that this old tavern is somehow connected to it. I don't see any obvious way down, but this whole quarter is riddled with caves and forgotten access tunnels. It shouldn't be too hard to find something, even if that means combing the streets. I didn't bring my full kit, so I'll have to scrounge around for supplies. No thief worth his dime would take a job like this. First, because boozing ken, I don't know what that means, are either neutral grounds or warden's territory. I guess drinking holes means watering holes. And second, because I don't even know if there's anything of value waiting for me down there. But a master thief knows how to turn a profit from any circumstances, even if it means bending the rules a little. Thank you for the sub. I think it was Junie B, I think I saw. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate it, if you're watching. Okay, so yeah, basically this mission started with us at a pub of some kind, and we had to sneak our way into its basement and find a way into the crypt below, this ancient crypt belonging to this Alcazar, who it turns out was a mage of some kind. So we spent the first part of the mission sort of topside in the streets and the buildings surrounding this inn, looking for supplies and looking for a way in to this crypt. We eventually found our way in, and we started making our way down. It was not straightforward. I seem to recall there were some traps and some locks we had to negotiate. It was not super easy to get in, but we did get in. And of course, like any good crypt, it's haunted. So we have been dodging supernatural threats the whole time. And that's kind of where we're going to pick up. We are in the crypt of Alcazar, and we have to find ourselves some treasure. As it says, any self-respecting thief knows how to turn a profit from any circumstances. And I reckon that now we are into this crypt, there will indeed be quite a lot of treasure to find. So without further ado, let's load up Alcazar. Okay. Spooky looking. So we are in this crypt here. Can you see that okay? It was quite dark previously, and so I turned up the gamma, but it should look dark in here. I want to make sure it doesn't look too bright either. It should be quite shadowy. I might even turn it down just slightly. Maybe like one notch. I want you to be able to see what's going on, but I don't want it to be like day bright, you know? How's that look? Does it look suitably moody, suitably spooky? Highlight says, let's go stealing. Bruce says, I'm not really hip to the community. What was the criticism of Deadly Shadows? I think the chief criticism was that it was a third-person game, primarily, right? It was designed for third-person, whereas the first two games were third-person, or first-person, I should say. And the other chief complaint that I remember was I think it was on an early version of Unreal, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember for sure, but and what it meant was that the levels were quite a bit smaller, or at least they were divided up into small chunks with like loading screens between zones, whereas the original Thief games, the levels were quite sprawling, with lots of alternate routes and things like that. And so people felt that, I think the engine limitations kind of forced the level design to be dumbed down a bit for the console crowd. It was also the first one that came out on console, right? So kind of a little bit of PC elitism mixed in with a change in the perspective, I think, led some of the series diehards to kind of poo-poo the game a little bit. Eyelash says, steal from the rich and give to the needy. Attempts to sprint out of Costco with a box of Halloween candy, only to be absolutely wrecked by several security personnel. It's me, I'm the needy. My tummy is the needy. Friendly Kodama says, Lara Croft is a thief-like? Not quite, but there's some overlap. There's definitely some overlap. I'm not going to say there's none. Good evening, X-Trainer Wannabe. Thanks for joining us. Good night, Ilk. Have a good sleep. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time. Doomslayer asks, pardon me, if I have a favorite horror game. In so much as it's a horror game, I would say Clive Barker's Undying, which we've played here on the channel. Streamed it around Halloween for the last few years. I like that one quite a bit. Alright. So, yeah, we find ourselves in this crypt, and I honestly don't remember what we were doing exactly or how we got in here. But let's see, what are our objectives? Find a way down into Alcazar's crypt and raid it. So I guess we're in the process of doing that. Find 2,200 loot. Okay, we've not acquired enough yet. Steal Mosult's prized ruby. I think that one is actually back up on the surface in a shop adjacent to the inn. I could not figure out where that ruby was. So we might have to look that one up. Find and steal Alcazar's golden spell book. Okay. Don't kill any people. And once you have everything you came for, leave through the east gate. So it's a challenging series of requirements there. Here was the map of the top side, or the inn, the courtyard, east gate that we have to leave by. There's a factory, and then Morsalt's Manor, where that ruby is. And we don't have any maps below that, so it's just the street level we have a map for. That's it. Sorry, did anyone have a feeling one way or another about the brightness? Can you sort of see what's going on? Don't want it to be too bright, but don't want it to be impossible to see what's going on either. So I think we might have come up from these stairs. I seem to recall coming up from down here. Yeah, this seems familiar. Maybe? Yes, we came in from there, so that area looks overlooks where we. Oh yeah, I guess we killed a ghost. Hammer haunt. We came in from down there somewhere. We're kind of in this like underground fortress, I guess. Yeah, okay. I don't remember this room. Yikes. This doesn't look safe at all. This is not even a little bit safe. What is with all this fire? Like lava down there? Is that a door? No. Joe Braz says this reminds me of the first Quake. Similar era, 1998. So a little bit later than the original Quake, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying about the vibe. What the heck is this, y'all? What is going on here? Huh. This looks like a button. Should we press it? Maybe I should quick save first. Lord knows what's gonna happen. There's a lot of fire in here. In fact, maybe we should do a hard save because I'm not quite sure when the last hard save we did was prior to this. So just for the sake of, making sure that we don't accidentally screw up something. Okay. Totally normal dungeon. Absolutely. Nothing to worry about. Okay, what's this? What the frick? Did you guys see that? It's like a fireball monster. Got him with a water arrow. He just popped out of this closet. What a little jerk. He took a big chunk of our health out. I think. I actually didn't pay attention to how much we started with, but there's nothing in this closet. What was the point of that? I press it, it makes like a little scary noise, but I don't see anything happening. Did we like open up a way into this area down there somehow? Surely we can get down there. I have no idea what that does. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out at some point or not. Oh, this is not very safe. Okay, but it looks like we can't get into that fiery room from out here anyway. Okay. Ah, yes. I remember. Yes, we were out here on these crenellations previously. I remember that. Okay. Can we get back into where we just were? Yes, we can. Maybe. Nice. Okay. Maybe it was a nice fireball. Why do we assume everything's an enemy? I mean, it kind of toasted us, so just basing it on, the fact that it was painful. Sweet from the Circus says, I've been watching your videos for 10 years now and have finally managed to catch a stream. This is wild. Sweet from the Circus, welcome to the stream. Finally. It's about time, I'd say. Glad you can make it. Can we get a warm stream welcome for Sweet from the Circus? Great to have you here. Thanks for joining. Glad you could finally join us. So, okay, that was interesting, but yeah, that's not, doesn't seem to be what we were looking for. Man, this whole freaking map is so weird and spooky. Yeah, so we've been down here. We've done all this area. I believe. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Bruce says so. What was it that was wrong with the 2013 version? The latest Thief reboot was pretty different. They rebooted the story with a different actor for Garrett. Spooky Skulls. Yeah, they rebooted the story. They changed the gameplay somewhat. They added kind of a swoop effect or move, which honestly I kind of liked, but I think mostly generally people thought it was dumbed down a bit. People felt that the levels didn't have the same complexity or sort of number of interesting ways to move around them. And also they changed the vibe a bit. Rather than being a kind of a medieval steampunk setting, they changed it to kind of a more Victorian setting, I would say, which was cool in its own right, but it was quite a departure. So I kind of understand why people were a little upset by that. It felt pretty different. Again, though, I would say not a bad game, but just not quite what people were used to. Oh, there's a candlestick. I enjoyed it for what it was, but yeah, some people would tell you it was bad, I guess. Ooh, what's this? A dagger. Cool. More loot. It kind of felt like a different franchise. Yeah, it was missing the unique thiefness. Being an adventure would be crazy. Finding some actual spirit or some she. Just casually fighting the undead or the ghostly. Okay, so this is where we just came from. Now this area is confusing. Holy smokes. Trying to keep track of where we've been and where we haven't been. Very confusing. Okay, I thought I was stuck for a second there. What is this? Doesn't look very healthy. Is there something up here? Hey. Oh my gosh, this is really not working. No, I thought maybe there's something here, but nope. Nothing. I do, however, hear a spider over here. Yeah, I can notice this. I think I mentioned this, but a friend of mine / older colleague worked on a lot of Thief 3. I think I do remember you mentioned that, but I had forgotten it. Do you remember what they did on that game? You probably told me, but I forget. Oh, absolutely spiders in here. Okay, arachnophobia warning, y'all. We're gonna go chop some spiders. They're pretty gross and scary in this game, so just FYI. Oh crap. Oh my gosh, this one's a ribcage spider. It's a spider inside a ribcage. What the hell? Not okay. Ribcage spiders, not okay. This place is spooky, y'all. Can you hear the game at all? Should I turn it up? Or that spider plenty loud? Huh, weird. Nothing up here really. It's pretty quiet even for me. like the sound design is one of the best parts of this game, so maybe I should turn it off a little bit. Turn it up a little bit. Let's try that. Hopefully you can hear that a little better. Oop. Is there something up there that we can... Nope, just a magical light, I guess. So this is where we just picked up that dagger. I'm trying to figure out if there's something up there. Kind of looks like there might be. How would we get up there? Can we go up here? A spider with bones. That's twice as spooky. Indeed. This colleague of yours was a programmer. Okay. He went off to start some company, Tiger Style. Known for Spider and Waking Mars. I've heard of Waking Mars. Don't know about this spider, but that's cool. Oh shoot. That did not work out. I feel like I ought to be able to mantle up onto this. Curses. Nope. Really doesn't want us to do that. Well, there's probably another way. Not gonna lie, y'all, I'm gonna so turn around in here. Okay. We've been this way. We came from down there at one point. I don't know if we've been this way. Oh, there's some stairs up here. Okay. This looks new. What is this? What the frick is that? Is that a head looking at us? What is that? That's really unsettling. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Weird new treasure. Dude, that is so creepy. What the frick? Oh, there's another one right there. What? No. Why are they moving? Bruce says the spiders in Resident Evil as a whole franchise are freaking terrifying. I just don't like spiders in games at the best of times, I have to admit. I must admit. What is going on in here? What is that noise? Oh, that's some treasure. What the? What? Did I just get murdered by a trap for taking that? For taking that candlestick? Yikes, guys. That was brutal. I'm not quite sure what happened there, honestly. It's just made it get a lot darker. I feel like I reset for some reason it keeps resetting the gamma. Well, maybe not, maybe I'm just imagining it. I thought I got darker though. Maybe I'm just dreaming it. Whoa, what the frick? What the frick is that? Is that what killed me? It's like some patrolling thing. Smoten. Bruce says, just goes to show you, or this just goes to show you what great, with simple geometry, good textures, and great level layout can do for you. This game is like 2 decades and some change old. I mean, it's coming up on 3 decades old. In 2 years, basically. Well, 2 and a bit. 3, let's say, November 2028. It'll be 30 years old. Now, to be fair, I am running a texture pack, so these are up-resed. Among some other things, but what is that? But nonetheless, you're totally right that, okay, it is definitely darker, isn't it? It was absolutely easier to see before. This is very dark now. Don't think I'm just imagining that. Yeah, magical sentry of some sort. Yeah, I could totally see in here before. I cannot see anything in here. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, there, that's way better. Okay, it's like I had to reset the gamma by like dragging it down to the bottom and then back up to the top. Okay, there we go. Now I can see what's happening. Gotta love old games. What is this? It's another... Yeah, there's all these weird magical sentry things going on here. What the F, David Blaine? Okay. Dang, for the mods. Thank you. This way I won't get bonked by Eyelash. This game is a dinosaur. Fudge. It really is. Okay, what do we have that could deal with that sentry? Do I have any fire arrows? I do. Because I feel like just a regular broadhead arrow probably ain't gonna do it. Let's bust out a fire arrow. Let's see if we can blow it up. Didn't see me. What the frick is that thing? There's a skeleton down there. Come on back. Where is it? Oh, here it comes. Rude. So rude. Jeez. Man, that thing takes no prisoners. And it has reset my brightness again. That's very annoying. I have to keep doing that on load. I don't think that's brighter. What is it doing? What the frick, y'all? Okay, now it's just ignoring my... Like, the menu is changing, but the actual game is not. Okay, there. 3rd time's the charm. I don't know why it does that. Super annoying. Sorry, gang. I'll try not to die this time. Although, that thing just instantly blew me the F up. Oh, that burnt my biscuits too. They don't make them like they used to. That really burnt my biscuits. My biscuits have been burnt. Okay. Oh frick. Oh frick. I didn't kill it. I was so sure I was gonna kill it. This is rude. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to ignore that thing. Or not ignore it, but we're gonna have to sneak around it. Because, man, that thing is unforgiving. Also, like, every time, it's gonna wreck my brightness. Which is very silly. Very silly indeed. I don't know what magic is making this brightness slider suddenly work. It's like it doesn't, and then it does. Like third time, maybe? Nope. Not this time. I don't know, y'all. This is getting pretty silly. Alright, well, it's just gonna be pitch black for a bit, sorry. Whoa. How did it not die? I don't know. It took 2 fire arrows to the face. I'm thinking maybe it can't die. Alright, let's see if this will work now. But yeah, maybe it. Nope. Maybe it cannot die. We're just gonna have to be real sneaky. Here it comes. Let it come by, then I'm gonna run in. Grab this. Shoot. I can't actually see anything in here, so. It'd be really nice if my gamma slider would work again. Please. Please, gamma slider. Wow, it just refuses. I really don't know what. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think I probably do have to sneak around it, but I can't see shit, boss. I'm sure there's a dark corner for me to hide in over here somewhere, but I truly cannot tell. Oh, hello. Hello. Wait, why did he shoot me? What? What is happening? It's like he didn't expect me to just be there. Like, straight up, he's just like, don't know what to do about this. That was super funny. Where'd he go? Oh, shoot. Oh, it's a skull. I didn't realize it was a skull. Literally a floating skull. That's Warhammer AF. That's 40k AF. Tell you what, 1 second here, gang. I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna try restarting the game. See if that fixes my gamma slider issue. Cause yeah, it's pretty hard to see what's going on here. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. So that clearly quitting the game does fix it, but I don't want to have to do that every time. Yo, what's up, Ross the Boss? How you doing? We're just struggling with this, I wonder if like this somehow. There's gotta be some secret to wrecking this dude, but okay, there he goes. Okay, we got past him. Sort of. Okay, there's a chest over there. I'm gonna save. So what is this? Are you kidding me? We've been here. Literally, we just came back around to where we've been. Okay. Well, let's see about opening this chest in the meantime. Okay, some golden gems. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh no, he's chasing me. Oh no. Maybe we can just lose him. I don't know where he is. Think he's coming? $2 hero. Yes, exactly, Seth. When in doubt, turn it off and back on again. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see ya. This guy's upsetting. Do not like him. Okay. He's going back on his patrol route. Now's our chance. Let's go. Let's go. What the frick? Did you guys see those skulls just shoot at me? This is a bad place to be. I'm pretty sure that dude's gonna come in here and see me. No, I don't have anywhere else to hide. Damn it. Oh, no. And he probably broke my brightness setting. What a jerk. What a jerk. Now I can't see anything again. I've been lurking for a bit. Nice. Well, thank you for being here. Sorry for the janky that tonight's programming is. I wish this was... Man, there's some real stakes here, because it's like every time I die I have to restart the game. Like obviously I can load my save, but I have to like actually start the game again. That's very silly. That's very silly. I don't know if there's anything in that room, or if I can just safely ignore it, honestly. I'm really not sure. Resident Evil Knievel, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to the chat. Naga says, I love the atmosphere, super good for such an old game. I completely agree. But, man, this is not easy. This is not, oh god. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. He's going. Okay, those are gonna shoot at me. Okay, I'm over here to look for any kind of treasure. Any kind of treasure. Any kind of anything. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here for me. Oh shoot. Dude's following again. Dude's coming. Skull's coming. The only other thought I have is sometimes a backstab, quote unquote, kills stuff that's otherwise unkillable, which is like a power attack with a sword from behind. So maybe I might be able to use that on this duder. Would be nice, wouldn't it? To not have to be terrified of that little floating skull dude. Just be able to explore at my leisure. Dude's coming. Skull's coming. The sense of danger feels really present, like anything is just going to get you at any moment. Yeah, this level especially. Seth says, dang, it not only kills you, but also kills your settings. How meta, right? Kojima, eat your heart out. There he is. Oh no. Oh no. It was like in slow motion. Completely missed. He's just like, comedic timing kills me. Literally. Oh, hey, look at my brightness is fine still. I don't know what was different that time. Oh, there he is. There's that dude. He just swiveled and murdered. That was so freaking funny. Oh man. Okay, one more attempt to hit this dude with a quote unquote backstab. And if I can't do it, I'm just leaving. It's also kind of weird how... What the frick? It's like I can't even hit him with a sword. It's freaking rude, man. Freaking rude. Alright, I'm just ignoring him. On the upside, the settings aren't getting all wrecked. For whatever reason. The brightness is persisting now. Looney Tunes reaches around the shoulder. Think, think, think. Oh, it really was kind of like that. It really was kind of like that. Okay, we're just going to leave him alone. Hopefully we don't need to go over there for anything. There was a staircase, y'all. Where was that? Here. This staircase. Don't think we've been up here yet. Okay, yeah, this looks new. I'm just waiting for some trap to just pop out and just murder me. Oh, come on. That's gotta be a trap, right? That's gotta be a floor plate. I'm not falling for that. Silver nugget. I don't know what's going on there, but... Frankie, what's up? What's up, Frankie? Good to see you. There we go. Avoid that floor plate. Oh god, what is happening in here? That looks like a lot of pressure plates. Okay, oh yeah, you can totally see the holes in the wall. Where the... What? What? That is so rude. What gives? I was like, oh yeah, you could totally see the holes in the wall where it's gonna shoot me. And then dude just freaking from across the room just ends me. What was that? Damn, this level does not mess around. And it totally murdered my my brightness again. Did that fix it? I'm not even sure. I don't think so. Wow, this is brutal. It's extremely challenging. Just mystical energies. Yeah, it really was like I breathed out of that pressure plate wrong. I don't know. I'm not even sure if that's what it was. Is that statue? He came to life. Terrifying. Well, now that I know he comes to life, do you think I can blow him up with a fire arrow preemptively? Is that cheating? Apparently, he cannot be harmed. You. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Now that he's up, can he be? No, he's just back. Okay, I'm pretty sure you just can't be killed. Okay then. Okay then. I might just have to run through that room. Doesn't seem very thief-like, but I don't know what the hell else am I supposed to do. YOLO. You guys hear that? That's terrifying. That's legitimately terrifying. What is this? Oh. Nice. Golden gems. Probably should have checked to see if that was trapped. What does this say? What does this say? Behold, for I am he, Alcazar, he who taught the enchantments of old lore to the sons of King Everos the Impaler. By the bane of my book mighty spells were made, and by the power of my runestone hills were formed. My 5 tearless knights shall fall upon their swords, and my chaplain shall step into the pyre well adorned. For my house of death I summoned a creature born from the blackest sea, and a demon from the fieriest underworld. Okay, well, we're in his house of death. So that sounds like there's going to be a water demon and a fire demon that we might have to fight here. I feel like we've already fought enough. Oh, what's this? Okay, alright. Are you telling me we're not even in his tomb yet? This is all the lead up to his tomb? Locked door. We've got a key. We need to find keys. This one looks like a water key. This one looks like a fire key. I'm assuming that's what that's about. Do I have anything that would fit that description? Oh, a water key. But no fire key. Okay, we must have got the water key at some point previously. The fire key, I bet you, is in that flaming fiery room where we fought that flaming orb earlier, or somewhere around there. Because there's that area under the grate in the floor. But how do we get there? Okay, well, let's use the water key at least. Nice. Okay. But a fire key. Pardon me while I quit the game one more time and restart it. At least it doesn't take long to restart. Oh man. Oh, so much better. I can see again. Do you think we can drop down from here? You know what? Let's not. Let's not. We'll, what the frick? I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we gotta run through this room again. Ugh. Wait, do we have any healing potions? That'll help me survive a hit or two. What am I doing here? I want to look through my... We have some holy water. That might work on that skull. We do have a healing potion. Thank goodness. Okay. Man, that sound effect is terrifying. I do not like it at all. Yeah, why did it? Why did it? Automod catch the word loony. Like Looney Tunes automodded out. I don't know, man. Okay. Let's freaking run. What? He got me? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Asshole. Whatever. I almost stepped up the... Jeez. Freaking Louise. Holy crap. This... freaking tomb wants to kill me. Man. Wasting out a health potion. Okay, where's that fiery place? This place is an absolute death trap. It really is. About took my noggin off. Seriously. Seriously, though. Okay, so how... Okay, first of all, where? Where was that? Okay, it's not there. The room with all the fire. It's down here. Yes, it's down here. I feel like the fire key must be in there somewhere, right? What is that glyph? And there's this button, but I don't know what that button did. I mean, it opened this door, and a dude appeared. I feel like down there might be where the fire key is somehow. But how the flippin' flap do we get there? If I look down there, it looks like there's like a pedestal kind of down there. Looks like we could jump onto that from somewhere, which suggests that maybe there's like down below us here. There's a way in there, but I don't recall seeing such a way in. It would be through this wall, right? Oh, there is a set of doors there. But how do I get those doors open? Okay. I just triggered the skull on the dude's hand. Oh, but this is just back out to the front. The front of this whole place. So where the heck is the fire room? Down here, maybe? Have we been down here? What is this? Oh, nice. Treasure. Oh, that looks like another secret button, doesn't it? That's totally gonna open that door, isn't it? It's a chest? No. Or maybe? Can we like chop this? No. Okay, let's do. Nice. That's a spooky thing. Where are we? This feels like a good old-fashioned tomb raid, y'all. Those creepy bones. Okay, this doesn't take me where I thought it would, though. What is down here? What the frick, y'all? This place is so confusing. Okay, we haven't been in here though, because there's a water arrow there. We have not. Okay, so God, the ambient sounds in this game are so spooky. So spooky. I love it, honestly. I love it. There's nothing else in here. Oh god, I'm pretty sure you're a zombie or something. I am quick saving, don't you worry, Nemesis. And Naga, I'm quick saving as we go. Oh, I don't like this at all. This creepy statue's got a book on his back, I think. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. I probably should have seen that coming. Oh god. Oh god. What the frick? Also, what's this? Oh, door. Oh, a secret. Where'd the statue go? Nice. God, he's upsetting. Okay, so this stuff is all well and good. Got the terrifying zombie face. This is all well and good, except where is the fire key, y'all? Uh-oh. Oh, God. Well, Phase Beast, welcome. Phase Beast says, I'm late, but here. Hello, ASMR voice as big as my forehead, nerd. Good to be here, bro. Good to have you here, Phase Beast. Oh, that was Alcazar's golden spell book that we just stole. That's good to know. That's one of our objectives, so that's good. But, Alcazar has magically ruined our Gamma once again. These cursed wizards. Okay, there. Where are we again? Oh yeah, this way. I wonder if we can trigger that secret room without waking up the statue. I wonder if the statue only wakes up when we take his spellbook. Dismembered bodies. What game is this? This is Thief. This is classic Thief. Okay, that didn't wake him. That's good. That means we can grab the spellbook and run. I feel like there should be more treasure in here, but God, these statues are so freaky. I don't like them at all. Okay, I'm quick saving. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna run. Alright, we're gone. We're gone. I'm out of here. God, the sound is so freaky. Wait, where are we going? Shoot. Wait, what the hell? How do we get out of here? Excuse me, what? Did our escape route somehow close off? Oh, god dang. What? What? No. You okay, bro? Oh, maybe we did kill him. I guess we did enough damage. But I don't really want to waste all those fire arrows like that. Also, how do we get out of here? What's in there with you? Sorry, what do you mean? Naga. Yo, Thorak, what's up? Man, this level is stressful, Thorak. It's good to see you, but man, this is stressful AF. Oh, I think I found the way out. Maybe. Oh, there's a chest over there. Okay, but I should quick load because yeah, I got absolutely wrecked there. Yeah, Thorak, we're continuing with a map called Alcazar, which is a fan mission. Oh, this freaking Gamma. Quit. I'll join again. Or start the game again. It's a fan mission that we played like maybe 2 years back. I don't know if you remember. And we got partway, but we never finished it. And And here we are finishing it, and it is spooky AF, let me tell you, and quite challenging. Yeah, the statues appear to be the only bad guys in here. That's what you mean. But yeah, this is how we got in here to start with, but this closes off. But that's okay, we can go back out this way, apparently. This route. So that's good to know. Come on. Come on, Garrett. Come on. Check it out. Okay, let's grab that spell book, and now I know the way out of here. And we got some golden gems there. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, gang. Here we go. Got it. Oh, freaking run. Garrett, climb. Climb, Garrett, climb. Okay, I'm leaving that statue down there. Leaving that statue, the F down there. Terrifying. Terrifying. Okay, so we still have the question of what is up with this flaming room. How do we get down there? We pressed this button and it made it sound like something happened. But I don't see any... Like maybe it opened a door somewhere else, but I don't know where. Like it just opened this closet and that dude popped out, but... Makes that spooky little noise when we press that, but... But how? Or where? Do we... get down there? This looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it? Do you think this is a situation where there's a book, maybe, or a secret lever? Doesn't that look kind of suspicious? Like maybe a doorway that goes somewhere? It kind of does, doesn't it? What if we use a fire arrow or a water arrow to extinguish this? Does something happen? Absolutely not. Help. Oh, I did not mean to quick save. That was such a waste. I just wasted a fire or a water arrow. Whatever. Whatever. We still have 2 left. What the frick, y'all? What the frick, y'all? Okay, that's where the spellbook was. Can we get in here? What is this? Just a bunch of bones. The bookshelf had lots of Dr. Seuss books. I saw Green Eggs and Ham. I saw The Cat in the Hat. I saw the Lorax. Yeah, and this is just out this way. Back out. Oh shoot. Zombies. Oh, I wonder if that fire room is accessed from the mines there somewhere. Maybe there's somewhere down in the mines that we did not explore. Forgot all about that, honestly. Because, yeah, we came down here. And I thought maybe the fire room would be accessible over this way somewhere, but there's nothing. Don't tell me we gotta go into the mines with the zombies. That's stressful AF. That's stressful AF. I mean, maybe that's the answer, or maybe not. Who can say? Who can say? Okay, you know what, gang? Let's save. Let's do a hard save. Cause you know, this is challenging. Don't want to accidentally get stuck somewhere. And okay, let's head back into the mines. And maybe that'll be our answer. Burricks. Oh, maybe it's through here. Oh, fire arrows. Use a rope arrow to get up there. Oh, 100%. Okay, this is oh, nice. That's where we need to get, y'all. How do we get there? It might be a rope arrow. I don't know, let's see. Let's see. Rope arrow. Is that gonna work? Oh, hell yeah. Ow. Rude. Oh. Maybe so what? Okay. Alright. Okay, alright. Oh. This level is crazy, man. This is crazy. I'd like to. Oh, nice. Got the arrow back. Okay. Whoa. Some weird performance issues there. Have we been here? I feel like maybe we've been here. Oh, zombies, why? God, this place is really creepy. Okay, we've been in here. What? I'm so confused, y'all. It looks like that's where we want to get to, but... And that's into... where we were. There's a zombie wandering around over there. I feel like we're so close yet so far, you know? I really thought going up there was going to get us where we need to go, but... didn't. The zombies are extremely unpleasant. They can't be killed by conventional means either. You need holy water and a water arrow. I have exactly 1 vial of holy water and 2 water arrows. So that ain't no good. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ow! What the frick? frick, bro? What the frick, bro? Not even cool, bro. Not even cool. Yeah, I just noticed he's got like a mining, or like a welding mask, and oh crap. Oh god. Oh god. I did not mean to do that. Whoa, what? Where are we? Also, I have 1 hit point left after all that. I faintly remember coming through these areas. I was just here. Yeah, let's load. I faintly remember coming through these areas on the first time we played this level. But I'm not sure if I need to backtrack to get that fire key or what. I'm starting to think maybe I should just look this up, because I don't know, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure we need to get into there, right? But how the F? Like, if there's gonna be a fire key anywhere, it's probably gonna be in there, right? It looks like there's a way in from the far side of the room. But how do we get in there? Just don't understand. Yeah, I really thought that rope arrow up into there was going to get us somewhere, but it didn't really get us anywhere, did it? It's like we need to go down even further somehow. Maybe. Because I feel like nowhere on this level is getting us where we need to go. And I mean, we've been up here before. This is a whole separate thing. I don't remember how we got up here, but we did at one point. Is that something we could fire a rope arrow into up there, maybe? I don't know. I'm just trying random stuff now. Can't even tell if that's a ropeable surface. Nope, sure isn't. Sure isn't. Well, what do you think, y'all? We could be wandering around here for a while. I think I might look up a walkthrough. Because, man, this fire key is eluding me. Really does not want to be found. It probably doesn't help that I'm... Oh, crap. It probably does not help that I'm playing this, you know, in 2 separate sittings, like 2 years apart. Maybe there's something that I learned previously that I'm just forgetting now that's important for... Okay, yeah, that's where we came before. I don't know how to get through that door. Maybe that's important. There's another zombie there, though. I don't like that at all. Not one bit. What's down here? Ooh. Death, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to look up a walkthrough just to see if I can get a little bit of help on where to find this fire key, because, man, this is not easy. This is not easy. Hey, Rick Grimes, what's up? Good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Glad to have you here. You've arrived in time to watch me give up on this and look up a walkthrough if I can find one. If I can find one though, because it's a fan mission, so there's no guarantee. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there's a forum thread with people talking about it. Key, Control F key. It's all good, yeah, no. It's all good. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if anybody's talking about where to find the fire key. Talking about where you use the fire and water key. We're talking about where to find the fire key, though. This is the challenge with fan missions, I guess. There's our fire key location. I think I might have to watch a video, but I don't really want to do that because that could take a while. Yeah, I don't think anyone's made a walkthrough for this. I think we're on our own, folks. Yikes. Well, yo, Adrian, congrats on the watch streak. And same to you, Rick. I don't know if I said that, but congrats on your watch streak. Holy heck, y'all. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff that I'm missing in this map. It feels like it's just packed full of secrets. Absolutely rotten with secrets. I'm sure it has something to do with that button that we pressed in that fiery room. But I cannot figure out what that's supposed to do. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just don't make sense. Yeah, we've been around here. I don't even remember how to get back to that fiery room now. This level is crazy intricate. Crazy intricate. Somehow, what is this here? Can I somehow get, like, what is going on there? Isn't that weird? Looks like there's something going on there. So we were looking in from there. But it's down there I need to get to. Somehow. What? The F. Is it opening something in another room? Whoa. 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 I guess that's it. I just randomly like right-clicked on this thing. I don't know if that's what opened it, but hey, I think we found our way down. Okay. Genuinely not sure what triggered that. This doesn't look safe at all. I'm gonna make a leap for that ladder. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Okay. Okay. Alright. We're good. We're good. Okay. Alright. Yikes. Yo, Drake. You have a good one, my friend. Absolutely no hops on this, man. 100%. Just like straight into the lava. Drake, thanks for chilling with us. Always a pleasure to have you here. Quiet stream tonight, but I'm glad that you are here. You have a good one. And once again, friends, please go check out Drake Connors, ASM artist, for top quality hanging out, top quality ASMR. Just fantastic vibes. Just fantastic vibes. And Drake, you have a fantastic night. I do hope we get to see you again soon. And I hope you have a wonderful week, my friend. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, you guys. What the frick? How many times? How many times are we gonna do this? This is silly. This is so silly. This is so freaking hard, y'all. Yeah, I gotta get this jump just right. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Also, it'd be really nice if this gamma would just work. But no, it shall not. It shall not. Not my finest night. You know what? You know what? I can be... I can be a compelling stream host, or I can be a good video gamer. I cannot be both, apparently. Honestly, this is really challenging because... Okay, so the answer is I have to start crouched. Otherwise I hit my head up there. And then, okay, but here I think I don't want to be crouched. Okay, okay, okay. What could go wrong now? What could possibly go wrong? I'm quick saving. This game was not made for platforming, y'all. I didn't... What? I didn't touch... What? What is that? This level's so freaking hard, y'all. This level's so freaking hard. Oh my gosh. This is unreasonable. Unreasonable. This is what you get with the Cross Super Meat Boy crossover mod. Actually, kind of, though. Actually, kind of. Okay, apparently jumping is the wrong thing to do there. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, what? There it is! The fire key! We got it, y'all! We got it! Okay, now we just gotta get out of here. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Oh god, this jump. How do we make this jump? Okay, we did it. Okay, we did it. Oh my god. We got out. We got out. We did it. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. We're gonna quit. I gotta fix the gamma. And then we'll start again. Gosh darn. Gosh darn, this is difficult, y'all. Much better. Much better, thank you very much. As difficult as this is, I do really appreciate the level design on display here. How this guy's made such incredible use of the space in this level. Like, this is some top tier stuff, no doubt. No doubt. Okay. Is it too loud, by the way? I feel like I turned it up and it got really loud. If you guys are finding it too loud, do let me know. Okay. We just gotta run past this dude. Seriously. Seriously. I like just gotta run past this dude and Garrett just like casually saunters. Just casually. Of course the gamma's broken again. Hippity hoppity. Okay. He seems to be stuck in that room, so. Nobody has any feelings on the volume. Guess we'll just keep it how it is. Okay, where's that fire key? There it is. Oh, doors open. Doors open. It's really dark inside. Just casual magical sentry. No big deal. I can't see shit. Right, we're doing this again. I really wish this gamma wasn't broken like this, but I do not know how to fix it, so just go be how it is. Okay, now I can see again. It's just too flippin' dark otherwise. Oh, okay. Crap, now I gotta go past that sentry again, though. That was stupid. Ugh. Ugh. Where even are the stairs to go up? I don't even know. I'm lost. There. Run, Garrett, run. If this dude murks me again, I'd be so freaking pissed. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. That doesn't look very safe. Is that water? Or is that just a bottomless pit? The abyss. The Abysm of time? Excuse me, what? The abysm of time. What does that even mean? Cameron, welcome. The thief content tonight is extremely challenging. Extremely challenging, but very cool. Hey, check it out. This is the dude's tomb. There's the grate to the surface. But what is that? The rune stone. That must be what we're here for. There we go. Find a way down to Alcazar's crypt and raid it. Okay. That's what we came here for. Alright. And there's a little more treasure here, which might be just enough to get us over the threshold. We need over 2,000. Is that right? Which I feel like we've now probably reached. Oh, we need 2,200. We're so close. We're so close. Oh no. Where are we going to find the last bit? Because if we look here, we have 2,139. We need like one more stupid thing. But what we have so far is insufficient. But we do need to find a gem in, what are all these? Borch the Flying Fist. Oh, these were the dude's knights. Monmouth. Smiv the Clear-Eyed. Smiv, what a name. Oh, is this a way out of here? Oh, is this the back of the... This is absolutely in the back of the... cupboard in the inn. Oh, that's so funny. That's it, gang. Wow, we raided the tomb and lived to tell the tale. But we still gotta steal Mosult's prized ruby, which will probably get us up to the 2,200 loot, truth be told. And then all we have to do is get out. Like, leave the area. Okay, so we just gotta find that ruby, but I could not find that stinking ruby the last time we played. I could not find that ruby. I honestly could not. We looked all through that place. Yo, what's up, Smoke? How go the games? Oh, you know. Oh, you know. Bruce says, I feel like you need to bust out some paper and charcoal and do a rubbing like we did in Indian Last Crusade. 100%. This was absolutely an Indiana Jones trip and a half. I should probably like use my last healing potion, just so I don't accidentally kill myself by tripping over a rock or something. Interestingly, it looks like Alcazar's actual tomb cannot be opened. Vindroth the Bold, Padre Tordar of the Owl, and Sir Huzzold of the Bear. Fun. This is a very well designed mission, but yeah, punishingly hard. I'm surprised this dude didn't come to life to just destroy me. Also, what's up with this big hole, huh? Is anyone else curious what's down there? Like me? I want to know what's down there. Pardon me, what? Bro, what? It belongs in a museum. So do you. Bro, what? Where did we just... Oh, hey. More golden gems. Oh, and a little ring? Nice. We've now found enough loot to meet that objective. But where the frick did we just appear? Sorry. Okay, so we still gotta steal that prized ruby. But we fell down that hole and now we're in like... I don't know where we are. Yeah, Smoke, the games go good. But this has been really challenging. This level. Not gonna lie. Really challenging. Okay, but like... What the actual F, guys? How do I get out of here? Oh? What the... Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. There's a little statue. I interacted with it. Brought me back here. I'll take it. It was like a little pocket dimension or something. I don't know. Who can say? Who can say? Okay, but now we have to get this dude's prized ruby. And that... I do not know. Because I seem to recall we searched these places pretty thoroughly. Maybe it's like behind a painting or something. Sometimes things get hidden behind paintings in this game. Because we're in the right area here. The Morsalt Manor, I believe. But yeah, we searched it exhaustively. From what I recall. Actually, this might be above the inn. We might not be in the manor right now. Gonna right click on everything because you just never know. You never know when something might activate, you know. Okay, I think this is technically the Morsalt Manor. There might actually still be some guards patrolling in here, so we should be careful. We should be careful. Some statues up there. I wonder if one of them's holding a diamond or a ruby or something. I could see a little platforming challenge over there, maybe. Okay, maybe we killed all the guards down here. I don't know. Ooh, apples. Don't mind if I do. The most satisfying crunch sound of any game ever. Right, this is the front door of the manor. We can chop this. Nope. Okay, here's the guard I knocked out, I guess. This looks like a door that should open or something, but maybe if I light those torches, you think? Bolos, welcome. How are you, Bolos? see ya. We're just trying to figure out the last... Okay, I must have opened this one already, eh? Yeah. We're just trying to figure out the last... item in this level that we need to steal. And it ain't easy. I don't know where it would be. I thought maybe there was some jumping puzzle thing out here, but can't even get out these windows, so there's no way. F your flowers. Maybe we need to look up. There's a space on top of this. This here. Don't see anything though. No, nothing there. I think this is, yeah, this is above the inn now, so I don't think that's where it's gonna be. It's gotta be somewhere in this area. There's only so many places it could be, though. Quite perplexed. Okay, well, let's try lighting these torches, maybe. I somehow don't think so, but we have a few fire arrows. No, didn't even light them. Come on. Okay, well, I guess it's not that. That doesn't seem to be right. Bruce says, you know what I've been watching, or you know what, I've been watching clips in honor of spooky season. It's Dracula Untold. From what I've seen, it looks pretty good. It's a game or it's a show? I'm actually not familiar with Dracula Untold. Resident Evil Knievel says you look exactly like Salty by Design, but with long hair. I don't know who Salty by Design is, but hopefully they're all right. Hopefully they're not super lame. Oh, it was right there. It was in the hilt of this sword, or the pommel of this sword. That is so funny. Dracula Untold is a movie, okay. It was not considered very good at the time. Oh, Salty by Design is great. They're hardly even salty. I feel like they're not living up to their name then. Okay. We've done it. We have not killed anyone. Now we just have to exit through the east gate. I'm pretty sure. That seems to be the last thing we need to do here. That'd be pretty epic if that was the case. That'd be pretty epic. The movie flopped. It was a decent watch though. What year was it? When did it come out? Alright. His name is Salty by Design. Doesn't mean it was a good design. Completely misrepresented design. Alright, gang, I think the east gate is just over here, is it not? Objective complete. I guess. Mission complete. And that, friends, is the end of Alcazar. This fan mission, Alcazar. Wow. That was a hell of a mission, and again, I appreciate that I played the first half of this like literally 2 years ago, so many of you were probably not here, or even if you were, you probably don't remember it. But it was on my mind. I wanted to come back to it, and this time of year just feels very thiefy to me somehow. But I will say that mission definitely captured the essence of what I love about Thief 1. It had weird mystical stuff. It had, you know, the streets with the patrolling guards. It was very dense, very multi-layered. It had lots of very cleverly hidden, you know, treasure and loot. I will say it was maybe like even a little more challenging than you know, the vanilla game content, but, and I think it, in my defense, in fairness, I find stuff like this a lot easier to play when I'm on my own. I can spend time sort of really thinking about it. There's a certain like mind frame or like, I don't know, aspect to streaming where you're like, you know, you're in front of a live audience and it's harder to really like have a good think about stuff, or like slow down and like calmly explore. You know, you kind of feel like there's always a pressure to keep advancing. Anyway, but I appreciate all y'all's patience while I was struggling my way through that level. But hopefully you still enjoyed seeing a little bit of this Thief fan mission, Alcazar. This was so it was made for the, what they called the 100 or 1 million block challenge, which refers to, in the editor for this game, there's like units of distance, which I think are maybe 1 foot approximately. And so this level had to fit into a 100 by 100 by 100 cube of these units in the editor. And so that being, you know, like the case, I think the fan mission author did a really impressive job of keeping things like really quite like detailed. It felt, the mission felt large despite the fact that it was packed into a very small space. Looks like the author is someone called Schlock. So congratulations, Schlock. A very cool mission. This particular level actually was not released all that long ago. This came out back in 2021. So people to this day are still putting out crazy Thief fan missions. In fact, like just last year, or the year before, I think it was last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, there's this huge mod released called the Black Parade, which is like an unofficial expansion campaign to Thief 1. And it's like 12 missions long, and it received rave reviews. People freaking loved it. So I'm really keen to get to that one of these days. Let's check our stats there. 2014 film, Luke Evans, Charles Dance. Interesting. Okay, I checked that out. I always enjoy a underrated but actually interesting film. Resident Evil Knievel says, I'll deem you his twin brother. I'm sure. Again, if he's a cool guy, I'm totally down with that. It's all good, Resident Evil Knievel. Bolos, you were here for the first part of this mission. I'm glad someone was. I'm sure a lot of you folks have been around for a long time. So I'm sure some others were as well. Whether they remember or not is another question. So it looks like it took me, I mean, if we exclude all the times I died, just the times of continuous gameplay, it looks like about 3.5 hours to play through that mission. God, there was a lot more loot there, though. We only got about we were missing 1,000 whole loot, which is crazy, again. Because, I thought we cleared that out pretty good, but apparently not. Crazy. Very cool. And it just dumps us back out to the main menu, because that's how it be. Just a single fan mission. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed coming on out for another Thief 1 romp. It has been quite a while. At some point, I would like to play that Black Parade campaign that I just mentioned. I don't know if I'll stream it, or if maybe I'll make a little YouTube series of it. And by a little YouTube series, I mean probably another decade of YouTube content at the rate that I go. I don't know, maybe we'll try streaming the Black Parade. Thief just has a vibe. Thief Gold specifically, like the first game, has a vibe that no other game matches. Not even the second one. I love the second game from what I've played of it so far, but it's still, Thief 1 has a very like supernatural feeling to it. Lots of mystical elements that I really enjoy. So Bruce says sometimes we'll play stuff and then it comes around again and I'm like, holy crap, it's been a year or two already. I know, sometimes it's like more than that. Like, I can't believe that The Witcher 3 just turned 10. 10. Like, what the hell? That game in my mind is like still kind of a recent game. Not like recent, but like I don't think of it as an old game. But like if it was 2015 and I was thinking of a game from 2005, that would have felt like an old game. I don't know, it's crazy. I'm sorry, Potato Boy DVD. I'm sorry to do this to you. Yakanona says I feel the same way about Bloodborne. Yeah, there's lots. I don't know. I think part of it is that, like, I don't want to say innovation in games has slowed, but certainly like graphical innovation, like technical innovation, is hitting a point of diminishing returns, where stuff from a decade ago still feels pretty modern, you know, like in its presentation. And also a lot of the conventions of like how we control games and like the genres are very set, you know. Like if you think about, you know, the period of time from like, I don't know, like 1990 to 2000, for example, or even 1995 to 2005, there was so much change over that period. We went from 2D to 3D, like all of the conventions of the major genres were developed and codified during that time, like the control schemes, sort of the expectations of those types of games. Whereas if you look at the decade from 2015 to 2025, it's like things are pretty much the same. Like, yeah, we have a few different genres maybe that we didn't have previously, but like more or less things are the same. So I think maybe that's why games that are a decade old, from, you know, decade old now, still feel pretty modern. Bruce says, but yeah, I mean, like on your stream, like when you first played Undying, I was like, oh cool. Then a year went by and I remember that that first session, like it was yesterday. Oh, you mean like we'll play something on here? Yeah. And I'll be like, oh yeah, that was probably like not that long ago, but it'll be like, oh crap, that was a couple years ago. 100%. That's how I felt about this mission we just finished off tonight. I was like, we played that last year, right? No, that was 2 years ago, 2023. You're totally right though. Like, when was the last time we played Dungeon Siege? That was a while ago, right? In my head it wasn't that long ago, but it was probably like, I don't know, it might have been a year ago. Hopefully it was less than a year ago, but it could have been a year ago. I don't know. That being said, I kind of want to play Dungeon Siege again. I'm just going to keep playing moldy oldies, you guys. I would also like to play some Pokemon Legends EA on stream, though. At some point. Sometime soon. Yakanona says, I agree. Also, time has been slipperier the past few years. Yeah, I agree too. I've seen that sentiment voiced a lot. I still think it has something to do with the pandemic. But yes, in terms of game advancement, we went from platformers to FPS and third-person 3D, and then, yeah, everything kind of has been that since, right? And that was earlier this year, wasn't it? The Dungeon Siege? The last time we played? Maybe. Could have been. I don't remember. Somewhere in there, in the aughties, there was Guitar Hero. That was a good time. Guitar Hero was and Rock Band. Man, that was a time. They were great. I don't think we'll ever have those games back again, like popular again, but I will say those were fantastic fun at the time. Bolo says, I need a new RPG. They're shutting a new world down. If you're looking for an MMO, I can highly recommend Guild Wars 2. I mean, like, it's my favorite MMO. It's the one I play. But it's a fantastic game with a crap ton of content. 13 years of content. It respects your time. They just put out a brand new expansion. The game is super populated. Every event is popping off. Every map is busy and full. And the base game is free. So, and it really doesn't nickel and dime you. If you, like, yes, there's microtransactions for cosmetic stuff, but if you wait for a good sale and just buy the complete bundle, like, maybe it's, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say I know for sure, but everything up to the latest expansion you could probably get for like 60 to 80 bucks. And that's like 13 years of content pretty much. So anyway, highly recommend Guild Wars 2 if you've not played it before and you're looking for an MMO. You remember commenting on how well which game holds up, Bruce? Dungeon Siege or Undying? Because both actually hold up pretty well. If you don't have money for the Guild Wars expansions, that is okay. The base game plus the first 2 seasons of what they called Living World content, which was like live updates for a couple of years, that's free. Although with some restrictions. The quality of life kind of stuff can be a little annoying, but around Black Friday they will often have a sale where you can get the first 2 expansions, Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, for like super cheap. Like, they come together and it's like 15 or 20 bucks, I think, and that's a ton of content. The other thing you can do is there's like the in-between expansions content, which is like substantial. It's like a bunch of new maps, a bunch of new masteries, all that kinds of stuff. But that stuff you can buy with money or you can buy with in-game currency. So, you know, just by playing, you can unlock that stuff. Anyway, whatever. Done shilling for Guild Wars 2, but it's good, it's fun, it's quite vital, it's in good shape, and there's a ton of content there. I've seen a lot of New World veterans jumping ship to Guild Wars 2 in the last week. Bruce says, living through the aughties as a gamer was just irreplaceable memories. Yeah. So many good games. Absolutely incredible times. And, you know, things, yeah, just seeing things taking shape and leading to what we have today. It's so quaint now to think about the controversy around the horse armor DLC in Oblivion, because no one had done that before. No one had charged for cosmetic content in a game before like that. Everyone was like, the gall of Bethesda to charge $5 to put armor on your horse. And just how far the baseline has shifted on that to today is just insane. Just crazy. heard that Bolos canceled the new Lord of the Rings MMO that they were working on at Amazon. That is too bad. I was curious to know what that was going to be about. I guess we'll never see. I did, however, on a whim, I downloaded Lord of the Rings Online, the OG from 2007. That game is still alive. It's still playable. It still seems somewhat active. They were doing a big giveaway. I think they still are until today. Today might be the last day where they're giving away a ton of content for free. And so I just wanted to see what that was about, and I fired it up, played for a little bit. That is an old ass game. That is an old ass MMO. Maybe that's to your liking if you really are looking for like what one might call a second gen MMO, an MMO of the World of Warcraft OG era, more or less. It feels like that, you know, but it has a charm to it if you like that kind of thing. And yeah, I think for like one more day, there's a ton of free content you can get with a code you can just find on their website. But anyway, yeah, I had played it a little bit like way back in the day as well. But it had been like at least 15 years probably. And I could not find my old account login stuff, so I just made a new one. Yeah. Yes, that is very much a tab targeting kind of game though. Guild Wars 2, a lot more action oriented. Combat is fairly action based. Also the mounts in Guild Wars 2 are the best. They're fantastic. The design of some of their maps is spectacular. Yakanona says I had to get a refund on my copy of ESO in order to get a slightly upgraded one because the amount it saved me with in-game purchases was massive. Yeah, sure. I had to talk to a rep to get a refund. Right. Yeah, I could see how that. It's just cheaper to buy it all bundled together, right? That's frustrating. Yeah, that's a little silly. Alright, friends. Well, you know what? It is definitely time for me to wrap this up. I had a great time going back to some Classic Thief. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week, I don't know what we'll play. There's a chance that I might try and stream this Thursday. I think it's probably unlikely, but as usual, the place to keep track of that stuff is the Discord. !Discord. I will make an announcement there if it so happens that I will be streaming this Thursday, but I will certainly be streaming next Sunday. And what I'll stream, I don't know. We'll find out. But one way or another, we'll be hanging out here, and it'll be a good time. Before we wrap this up, call it quits for tonight. You know how this goes. We gotta go find someone to raid. So many other awesome creators, ASM artists, on the platform. Even though if you go to the ASMR category, you might be tempted to think otherwise. But if you can sort of sift through the lower quality content, you will find some fantastic, classic, wholesome ASMR creators out there making some good stuff. Like our good friend Busy Bunny. I think we were gonna raid Busy a couple streams ago, and she was just in the process of wrapping up. So let's go see if that is the case now, or if she is going to be streaming for a bit. Let's see. She's got a big fuzzy thing on the mic. She's got some plastic cups, some wooden blocks. Looks like some classic ASMR triggers. And she's got a very spooky background going on. I do not see anybody in the chat saying goodbye, so that suggests to me that she is going for a bit. So let's see if she's taking raids. Bruno says, I've grown my list off of raids and shouts with this channel as the root directory. Hey, I'm glad we can help you discover other awesome creators, because like I said, it's easy to go into the ASMR category on Twitch and be like, what is this? What even am I looking at? This is not what I want. But there are fantastic creators out there doing traditional ASMR, wholesome ASMR with good communities and good vibes. You just gotta sift through the other stuff to find it. And I'm happy to take you guys there to share some of that stuff with y'all. So friends, if you are hanging out in the Twitch chat, just sit tight. You will come with us on this raid in just a moment. When you get over there and you feel like what Busy's got going on, hit that follow, support another awesome ASMR creator. If you are subscribed, if you are welcome to use a very fun raid emote made by our very good friend FamCam ASMR, one of my favorites that we have. Thank you so much for coming on by choosing to spend your valuable time hanging out here, making this place better just by you being here. Extra big special thanks to our awesome moderators. Cannot thank them enough. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, friends. Good night, good night, good night. Bye for now.